Curtis, what do you say to those folks that are sitting on the fence and are filled with a little bit of fear?
Well, fear, fright, and hysteria will strengthen the Zoronistas, Zoran, and his supporters, because now they realize, wow, they're afraid of us. They know it's our time. Look, they marched over the bridge. It's our time. And what did you hear from people in my generation, baby boomers? Oh, they might as well put on, the alert pendant. I'm falling and I can't get up. The socialists are taking over. Like, what is this? Mass hysteria.
Exactly.
Total capitulation. Such fear and fright. Imagine if Americans and all the times we've had problems acted like that, we'd still be under the British flag. We'd still be capitulating to the king. We're patriots. We fight. We lose today, we come back tomorrow. These Democrats, oh my God. Oh, I can't wait till I get to Florida. Well, guess what? You have a freedom to move around the United States. Live wherever you want to live. But I'm tired of hearing all this moaning and groaning. Get your vote out and beat Zoran Mandami. Work it. They've worked it. How come you're not working it other than complaining? And then the other thing, well, Curtis, you have to drop out. Why do I have to drop out? I'm a major party candidate. I'm the Republican candidate. Oh, but you have to drop out for the good of the city because you're selfish. I'm selfish? I've given 46 years of my life to the city. What has Andrew Cuomo given us other than grief, lies? My God, if you're elderly, you die.
I hope you're listening.
Pandemic. And if you're a woman, you may have to get the HR person in the room if he ever becomes mayor, because how do women sit privately with him and discuss anything? He's such a perv.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
What's good, my people? It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. And you're watching the MC Too Tall show. Election day is upon us. Election day, election day, election day. First note of news and current events, though. Dick Cheney, yes, former vice president under George W. Bush, Dick Cheney, is dead. So, the Uniparty, the Deep State, the Country Club sect, the establishment sect of the Republican Party has lost its dick. And I think a lot of people on the other side of the spectrum, the people on the currently wrong side of the spectrum, would have to agree that this is, news. But we're not going to get into that right now. We're going to get into Election Day, because the show must go on, and New York City will be quite a show, a wrongful show, if the wrong person is elected mayor. And that means if Andrew Cuomo is elected mayor or Zoran Mamdani, we gotta elect Sliwa, man. We gotta elect Sliwa. That's the guy. Okay? He's somebody who is more serious than the other two candidates. One is an establishment legacy Democrat, which is your typical kind. It blurs the line between Democrats and the establishment Republicans. It's why they're often called the Uniparty. And that will be Andrew Cuomo. He is a deep state snake. And like all deep state snakes, when he does or says something that pisses off the machine, they expose them for their faults and flaws. So, Cuomo got into that, caught up into some Me Too business, and that's what caused him to run out of office. Kathy Hochul stabbed him in the back. He gives Kathy Hochul a job. He slips out of office, allowing her to get bumped up into his position, and she uses that position to endorse the radical Zoran Mamdani. Zoran Mamdani is a radical. He is part of the whole Obama caliphate. He idolizes Bill de Blasio, who sucked as mayor. And there are so many levels of hell where both Zoran Mamdani and Bill de Blasio belong. There's so many levels of hell where Bill de Blasio and his wretched, ratchet wife belong. And that's why we're here now, because of characters like that. And so, the only one clear choice is Curtis Sliwa. The only one clear choice is Curtis. And so, here we are, folks. Here we are. And Curtis has been a beast on the campaign trail. As you see at the beginning of this video, by the way, notable shout out to Scott LoBaido for that footage. And of course, you could hear Uncle Scotty's voice asking him the question about the fear that a lot of these voters have. And I love the comparison. You know, get that medic alert device. I'm falling and I can't get up. The socialists are taking over. Well, who let them in the damn door? You want to get rid of that clown? Don't elect the other clown. Elect Curtis Sliwa. It's pure and simple. All these people telling Curtis Sliwa, the established Republican candidate, the official Republican candidate, they're telling him that he's got to drop out to pave the way for somebody who got bitch slapped in the primaries, weaseled out for 6 weeks, and then crawled back into the race. Okay? He watched the polls. He wanted to see how Eric Adams was going to do. Saw that Eric Adams wasn't doing well, and then he crawled back into the race. And then even got Eric Adams' endorsement. So, Andrew Cuomo getting the endorsement of Eric Adams, the candidate that aggravated people so much as mayor that he did not do well and wouldn't even qualify to run as a Democrat and had to run independently himself before dropping out. So you got people that couldn't campaign backing up people that couldn't campaign. And the reason why, I think I mentioned this before, the reason why Andrew Cuomo didn't campaign is because he thought he was entitled to a coronation. He thought he was entitled to the coronation of a Democratic nomination. He thought he was entitled to City Hall. He thought he was entitled to the coronation of the crown of City Hall. And it don't work that way, Poppy. It don't work that way. People know your record. Curtis Sliwa has been saving lives for 46 years. Andrew Cuomo, in a matter of months, wiped out 17,000 plus senior citizens, every last one of them of which would still be alive today. Some of them may have even voted for him if they had been alive. Because, you know, if they're alive, there's no crisis that he causes. And who knows? Maybe he's not even in this mayoral race because he serves his last term as governor. Who knows? But he killed off all those senior citizens like a serial killer, like a sick serial killer, murderous scumbag, no different from Ted Bundy, Son of Sam, or Tex Watson of the Manson family. Sick individual indeed. And then he blames God. He causes all this death and then blames God. You see, that is some sick, egotistical, narcissistic Roman emperor shite. And there he is just doing that. Invoking God's name in chaos, death, and carnage that he caused. Shame on him. And my good friend, Frankie the Film Guy, a.k.a. Frankie Newts, he reminded me of what went on in those times. Javits Center was open. The USS Comfort was open. So you had a whole freaking ship and a convention center that was retooled as COVID hospitals. And they didn't go in there. A little bit in the Javits Center, nobody on the USS Comfort. The COVID patients got crammed into
You have the key for your truck?
the
I'll
COVID.
give you a nice spot.
The COVID patients got crammed into nursing homes.
Felipe, buenos días.
Co-
I'm gonna give you the spot on the
Co-
side.
COVID patients crammed into nursing homes. Murderous scumbag indeed.
You can park the truck here.
Murderous scumbag indeed. And if for no other reason you should not vote for Andrew Cuomo,
Okay. Está bien seteado.
That would be
Asegúrate que
it.
Está bien seteado. Levántalo.
that would actually be over
Okay.
17,000
Un
reasons.
poquito más. Ahí
But-
está bien. Ahí pon un paso, ahí la vas a hacer. Tú manejaste ese carrito
That's your choice though.
para meter-
I believe you should, if you're gonna vote for that murderous scumbag, you should only vote for that murderous scumbag if you really believe in that murderous scumbag. And you're under some crazy notion that he's not a murderous scumbag.
Al frente, abajo, como de metal.
Don't vote for him because you like Sliwa more than all three of them.
Vamos a levantar, le vamos a quitar
but you don't have faith in his chances of winning and beating Mamdani because you believe Mamdani is the worst of the three. Because Mamdani's not even the worst of the three. It's Cuomo that's the worst of the three. You know what? I would be more inclined if Mamdani wins to say, well, at least it ain't Cuomo, than if Cuomo wins and I say, at least it ain't Mamdani. I would be most pissed if Cuomo wins. Yes. I despise Cuomo more than Mamdani. I really don't even despise Mamdani. I just don't want him to win. I don't like his proposals. I don't like his blatant lack of experience. I don't think he would be a good mayor. That's my opinion. But I'm not going to get behind a terrible governor who already proved what a shitty governor he was. And both of these men, Mamdani and Cuomo, would bump heads with Trump, and then the city would be screwed. Sliwa, who's also not a fan of Trump, would at least negotiate with Trump. And if you're a mayor or a governor, you have to negotiate with the President of the United States. That was proven in the last hurricane that went through Florida. Ron DeSantis, who had no love lost for Biden, talked with Biden, and they cooperated with each other. And of course, Kamala Harris weighed in and said, how dare he not talk to her, as if she's got say in the matter. She a punk. And didn't need any dialogue between the president and the governor of Florida. But long and short of it, if you're a mayor or a governor, you have to communicate with the President of the United States during times of crisis, whether you guys like each other or not.
Okay.
Curtis Sliwa will do that. And he likes cats. No kill shelters. If you like cats, you would vote for Curtis Sliwa. If you hate your cat, like most Democrats do, then you would vote for Cuomo or Mamdani. You realize how many cats would die if either of these two became mayor? That would add to the death toll of Andrew Cuomo. So many senior citizens, and then he moves on to cats. That son of a bitch. Save the cats, man. Save the cats. Vote Sliwa. And that's what I'm doing. As soon as I get out of here this afternoon, and it will be official afternoon hours, not evening hours, that I'm out of here, I'm going right to the polls. I'm going right to my polling site, and I am voting Sliwa. And so should you, especially if you like cats. I like cats, so that's what I'm going to do. So on to my loyal John Cransons, I say respect God, watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. It's your boy in the building, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Tutor. Till next time.